Alright, I'm Enchantress of Numbers again. This is Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. We're gonna play 100%, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start it off here in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this category is very different from the category that happened at this AGDQ. Very first thing I am gonna do is go into this town right here, and we're gonna talk to this healer a couple times. So, I haven't actually practiced this glitch in a little bit, so here's hoping I get it quickly. Okay, I had the right pixel, but the wrong frame. It's a sub-pixel perfect trick. Did it again. So, she moves 1 pixel every 2 frames, and so you can get her on the right pixel but the wrong frame. Okay, we got the first input. Oh, come on. I thought we had it that time. Yeah. I keep getting off by a frame.
No, it's game for babies. It's the difference.
Wow. So I haven't missed the pixel on the first input, but I've only gotten the frame once. Just late. I'm usually not this bad at this glitch, so I apologize. There we go. Okay, so now we're outside in the town, but we have the house music playing, so we're just gonna walk through here, and now we're at King's Tomb. Alright. Oh. So this is intentional to come into here, because I want, okay, I need some extra experience, so I'm gonna go ahead and take life level there. But I need some extra experience to make sure that I can get attack level 3. So I'm gonna get this extra life as insurance because this is probably the hardest part of the run right here. We're going into Death Mountain with no candle at attack 1. So, shoot. Double axe. Okay. So, I have, pixel health. Actually, not even pixel health, so, anything that hits me will kill me, like that. So, that's okay, that's why we got the extra life. Okay. Now we get to do beam strats through this cave, which is awesome. Okay. I'm gonna wait here because of the level up and that I didn't stun the first Octorok. Okay, so we're good now. Just have to duck into here and take out an orange gorilla, which you can actually see. They use the same color palette as the P-bags and the items, which you can also see in the dark. So that's why that is. Drawing out this Dyra. Okay, got one double hit in there. Might... Okay. Okay, didn't die on this screen, might die on this next one, because these bouncy cats are jerks, and you can't see them. Oh, got him. Okay, so if I get a P-bag drop off of this Dyra, I can immediately go towards the hammer. If I get a jar... Oh, nice. So, that's good. That means, so, I'm gonna despawn the orange Dyra here, just by exiting and coming back. And then I'm gonna kill this red Dyra to get my light, attack 3 level up. Oh, shoot, I just realized. Can someone plug a controller into port 2, please? Okay. Sorry, I forgot to set that up. I have one, if there's one handy, though. Ah, shoot. Okay, here's my one up, my... What? That's not my controller. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, forgot that I need to do up A's. Alright, so... now we're on a little bit of a collection quest. So we got the trophy, which lets us get the jump spell. And so one neat thing about this, you'll notice that spawn is always the same there when I do this walk, and that's because the RNG actually resets on an up A, and all of the RNG is frame-based. So as long as you just hold left out of North Palace, then you'll get that same spawn pattern. And we actually take advantage of that a few times during this run. So the next walk that I'll do to the Medicine Cave is another scripted walk that works because of that. And it was found by Anti85. So another nice thing, you can buffer your up A inputs. So just hold it down and then it immediately does it. So alright, so here we can, it's nice you can just walk right and you're safe. We get a good boulder break here. And now, used to be you'd break that boulder and take an encounter to reset this area, but you can actually just walk down. And then you walk up this, right here, and then turn left right there. And you get in without an encounter. Oh, dang it, didn't turn around in quite the right time to get that tink. So, there's some enemies in here we don't want to deal with, so we're just gonna jump over them. And another cool scripted walk, we actually have an audio cue on the second boulder break on this walk going towards Mito, where we'll get the downstab and the fairy spell. So that might have been a frame perfect boulder break there. I was, I think, early on that boulder break, but if you do it frame perfect, or if you do it on the audio cue, you get a back spawn, so which saves like 3.5 seconds. Okay, so we have the jump spell, so we can come in here and get the fairy, or the down stab, and we got the water of life, so we can get the fairy spell. when you jump, press downward to stab. This is everyone's favorite attack. We can use it to like bounce over enemies. You can get inside enemies' hitboxes and just spam down because it's a 1-frame attack, and so you can just do massive damage with it. And we will definitely see that later. Alright. Okay, this time I don't want to buffer my up A because I want to actually select the fairy spell first, so... Okay. I don't actually have enough magic to cast fairy though, so we gotta do one more item before we can start going into the palaces. So... come in here, get the magic container. Okay. And now we're on a scripted walk to Palace 1. Basically, you avoid that spawn, and then you just make your way to the cave. And then don't slow down in the cave. Don't bonk on the walls. And you'll get out at the right time. Walk right up on this tile, and you're in safe. So, the reason we wanted to get the fairy spell so quickly is it means we can don't have to get keys. So yeah, we're just gonna fairy through all the doors because it's faster and better. Getting keys is slow. So that's a pretty cool down stab through that enemy. Gotta come down here to get the candle. And Death Abuse to refill our magic. Need to get that pea bag. And then we're gonna Death Abuse after the candle. So, because we need magic again. We're on our last life. Shouldn't be that risky, though. Thanks, jerks. Bots are jerks. So, I can't do a cool beam technique to pin back this skull bubble, so I'm just going to jump right there. That manipulates his movement so that I don't have to worry about anything and can just walk through the screen. It's a little bit faster to pin him back with Sword Beam, and it's swag. Zelda 2 is nothing if not swag. Alright, the only big enemy we're gonna kill in this palace. Barry's queued up for the next screen. And made it through unscathed. And onto the horse head fight. Alright, so now we'll get attack 4 out of here. Don't want to up A just yet. You can queue up spells during the fanfare and it does not waste any time, so fun fact. Alright, and so here we're gonna see first attempt at a fairy glitch. This is the fairy feet glitch. It was found by Crystal Saver when he was playing with his feet. So, and we got it, so that was a pretty quick one too. Alright, so now we're gonna go to Palace 2. This is a scripted walk that I tasked out because how long you delay at the boulder break determines what spawns you're gonna get, so that should be a good break. We will find out. So duck in there to reset the spawn timers, and we get the... Okay, good. I can make it to the palace without an encounter with this walk, so... or with that pattern. So, yeah. I think that's a 2-frame delay at the boulder, that pattern? I don't remember. So, again, here, I'm gonna kill very few things. So this next room is the worst room in the game, in my opinion. So... I'm gonna wait, because I want to keep my beams for this next room. You can make it under that dripper if you don't stop, but if you, like, lose a frame, you're likely to get hit. So here's a cool, stun. That's super swag when you get that. Okay, wanted to take out that rope because he shoots at you on your way back and is a jerk. So queue up fairy for the next screen. Oh no! Okay, I'm just gonna leave because that was gonna be a bad pattern, and I need my magic to fairy the glove in the next room, so reset the room. Okay, better pattern. And that damage doesn't actually matter because I'm gonna take a death abuse in this room. Okay, so now queue up fairy, and we're making our way to the boss of the palace. And yeah, the boss gives 200 experience, and you need 150 to get to the threshold for attack, so I really do not need to kill anything. Alright. Hesitate there for the... Oh, dang. You hesitate and it's supposed to make the cycle of the turrets better to deal with, so... Alright, if I get lucky I can skip this Doom Rattler. Nope, I did not. Well, we still skipped him. But it's cool if you don't get hit by that bot, you can just walk underneath him. And, little known fact, Iron Knuckles are afraid of fairies. So, if you cast fairy while you're in the air, they'll moonwalk away from you like that, which is cool. Alright, on to the helmet head fight. That was a little bit slower than I wanted, but we'll take it. Alright, and now I gotta get my attack level, and then we up A, and it's time for another glitch.
Another one?
Yes.
Game is so well put together.
It's actually impressive, I think.
Game's amazing.
Yeah. So it's impressive that it doesn't crash, and basically what we're doing is we're exploiting a thing where when you talk to the healer, she'll turn around in certain conditions, and so we get her to turn around right on the frame that she's gonna start going into the house. Which means she goes up into a non-existent door, which lets us enter her door, which points to exit 0 at that point, which is Glitch Town. And then from there, we'll do some shenanigans that I'll explain. There we go. So, a little bit faster that time. So now we're gonna enter some doors. I'm gonna count them and then I'll explain what I did. That's 1. I gotta go into this one. 2. This is normal. 3. 4. And 5. Okay, so what we did was the game has a stack, which is just a data structure for storing things. It's a last in, first out data structure, if that means anything to you. And it only really lets you have you're only supposed to have 2 elements on that stack. We instead put 6 elements on that stack. And so that meant that we wrote into memory that we were not supposed to. And that gave us this fancy graphical artifacting. It also prevents the screen from scrolling left, and it allows some really cool things that we'll see. So, oh dang. So this is normal, this is good. Don't worry if it looks like we're walking through walls at some point. That's perfectly intended. We're back at North Palace. So I have there's a dodge here that's important. If I get it, then I can do a cool manipulation. Oh, sweet, I got a back spawn. So we walked south around here to get the spawn there, and then we can make it to this bridge without an encounter. Yes. Okay. And then now we gotta get the life spell, and this is very cool because we will check under the table for the mirror, and it's definitely a table and not like a hole in the wall.
That looks like literally every table I've ever seen, I do not know what you're talking about.
And then I'll hail the sky door. So that is the best door in the game.
Oh, that's the best door in any video game. Better than the bird door.
Alright, so now we have the life spell, which is good, because we can heal ourselves. We're not going to use it very much. Mostly because the magic's pretty tightly routed in this route, so... now we have to scroll the screen to the right here, because we didn't talk to Bagoo. Now, Death Mountain, just like we all remember from playing this game as kids.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly like we remember.
No difference. No. This is the concept. Everything there for
And yeah, so that was Death Mountain. I don't know why everyone thinks it's so hard. So I intentionally entered from above, because I'm gonna try this fairy feet glitch again. Okay, I got it, which meant that I get to skip an encounter, and a little bit of overworld walking. So, Dairas aren't supposed to be here. So we have some other cool stuff. Notice the tiles are shifted, so we can't actually walk to Palace 4 right now. Well, no, there's no path to Palace 4 if you look up there. It's blocked off. So, this is an orange Lizalfos, and this is a child. So what's going on here with all of this is that we wrong warped from Death Mountain, which is a Western continent map, and we're now on Maze Island, which is technically on the same map as Death Mountain, but they load a different tile set when you enter those maps, and so we still had the Death Mountain tile set loaded, which is the Eastern continent tile set, and so the Water of Life is in the same location as the in the same location in the memory bank as the child. So since we had what Eastern Continent stuff loaded, it pulled from the same spot, which was the Water of Life. Since we exited Maze Island, though, it reloaded the tile set and everything is fixed again. So everything is fixed. This is normal. Yeah, it's normal for houses to lose chunks like that. So yeah, so like you gotta be careful when you talk to people around houses because they might just lose chunks. Oh. Alright, so we have the Reflect spell, which is outstanding. It is required for the boss of Palace 4. So now we're gonna go back to the right because we did not get the upstab technique. So yeah, well, you can jump with a feather in Link's Awakening. Yeah. Alright, so now we have the upstab, which I would say underrated stab. Okay, so it's slightly faster to leave this screen if we walk right and scroll the screen and then walk left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a manipulation to make these encounters home in on me. Got the encounter skip. Now we're gonna come into here and jump after the cloud. And that's normal. And now we're in Maze Island again, so reloading the tile set actually fixed the map in here so we can enter Palace 4. And we gotta go the long way around because we need to get the magic container. Because 100%. Also, well, we need to get the Thunder Spell because it's 100%, but we don't actually use the Thunder Spell in this run. Okay, so... Okay, the jumping trash can cooperated. Those are Tektites. Those other things that were in that encounter, they're Zoras. Which they look exactly like Zoras in every other Zelda game. Because Zoras are definitely land monsters, right? And not water monsters? Alright, so now we are in Palace 4. and we're gonna get the boots. I'm gonna queue up the fairy spell. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is go get the boots. And you may be thinking right now, we're in Palace 4, we're on the Eastern Continent. We haven't done anything in Palace 3, and this is a 100% category. So why would I be over here when Palace 3 still has a lot of content that we need to go through? And I have an answer for that. Just wait. So that was that jackhammer technique I was talking about with the downstab inside the hitbox. So perfectly timed level up to get the magic spell. Experience in this category is routed very tightly. So we're back at the entrance to Palace 4, but there's no MOA. So perfectly normal. So the astute. Oh no, I need to actually fight you. Shoot. Okay. So the astute observer may realize that this is actually Palace 3, just with the Palace 4 tile set loaded. Normally jumping over that tin suit despawns a Mew when you're glitched, it does not, so... So... I don't know what it is, but that means the glitch is powerful, I guess. And now we're... So there's a key here, we're gonna skip that for now. Okay. We'll leave the P bag for now too. Queue up fairy spell. Exit left and fairy. And sometimes the dog heads spawn, but that time they did not. Alright. Let you jump off. Oh, nice. The bots cooperated in this room. We have a key, so I don't need to cast fairy in this room. Alright, there we go. So now we got the raft. Gonna exit the palace. And now we're gonna go fight Karok. And this is definitely the intended route through Palace 4. Stab the wall and go down the lava. Fairy through the door. I need to take some damage because I need to refill magic, so... One more hit. There we go. I'll queue up the reflect spell. And intentional death there to refill magic. Okay, no level up. Nice experience. Alright, so, high execution boss. How's it going, Elrock?
How's it going? Is pixel perfect?
This,
pixel perfect.
it is, yeah, it's actually frame perfect, too.
Oh, okay, so this is really, really hard. You spend a lot of time practicing?
I do.
Bye,
Karok is his name. But yeah, so, very easy boss. You just stand in the corner and reflect his beams back. I want to make sure I exit to the left. If I exit to the right, that really messes things up on my routing.
Oh,
So,
everything in this run is
yes. Well, basically, if I exit to the right, I can't get to Palace 3 until I get to Palace 6, so...
yeah.
Alright, so now we are on Palace 3 again, going to fight the boss of Palace 3, which everyone knows is Rebo Shark. It is an iron knuckle riding a shark. Alright, so blocks cooperated. Those blocks are jerks. Alright, now this time I'm gonna get the key. And the pea bag. We jump up and we exit left. Alright, and now we go down here. I should maybe explain what's going on. If you scroll the screen to the right and then walk left, it takes you to the down exit. And so that's how I'm able to navigate these palaces so quickly. So that was a drop. It could have been a red jar. That's why I did my experience the way I did, so I didn't actually need that experience drop. So get your Rebo Shark emotes in chat. Ride the shark. So what's going on there is actually, because we wrong warped from Palace 4, we still have the Palace 4 tile set loaded, so it pulled the horse sprite tiles from where they are, but in the Palace 4 tile set, which is part of Karok's robes, which makes it look like a shark, because just the way the tile set's laid out. You can also wrong warp from Palace 5 to Palace 1, and it makes Horsehead look like something out of your nightmares. Well, we won't do that in this run, unfortunately. Alright, so taking attack 7, which is a little bit risky, but this should be good. So I gotta set up a drop here. Okay, so I didn't get a drop from the first two, which means I just leave the rest alive. Oh, dang it. I'm not used to this. Yeah, and I'm not used to this TV, so it's okay. Missing that, all that really means is I can't cast the shield spell on the boss fight. So, well, it means I can't cast the shield spell and I need a blue jar from those ropes after the fight, so, scroll the screen, exit left, exit left. And stab the statue that's clearly there. Queue up fairy. Alright, so now the Goomba fight. So, here's hoping I don't die. Alright. He hits like a truck. That was one hit I took there. Alright, so queuing up fairy. We gotta exit. So, for whatever reason in Palaces 1, 2, and 5, once you kill the boss in the glitched state, you can't actually place the gem unless you loop the palace again. And I don't know why that is. it's just a thing we have to do. Okay, we got the jar drop we needed, so that's a 7/8 chance to get that jar, so it's pretty reliable, but it can mess up your time. If I didn't get the jar there, I would have taken a death abuse to refill my health, and my magic. So we actually have to do like 3 passes through this palace, unfortunately. Palace 5 is always the longest palace, it feels like. Yeah. And then we go back to the right. We get that again from the statue. We'll queue up Fairy, but we do have a boss key, so we can open this door. And now we place the gem as a fairy. Since we no longer have a key to open this door. Alright. Queue up fairy again. And now, don't let me take attack 8. Fairy dash there. Thank you for the constant reminder. Because I've taken attack 8 more times than I care to admit. Okay, so now I just dump it all into magic and 1 life level, and it's actually the perfect amount of XP, which is pretty cool. Alright, so... Okay, so made it through there. I have beams for this next room, which means I can do some swag and try to pin these unicorn heads back at the end. It's always fun. Oh, only got 1. And now I'm gonna queue up Fairy again. Okay, and then we exit left and Fairy to the right. So this is finally deviation from what we've done before. Gonna queue up the jump spell. And some of my favorite wrong warps in the game are coming up here, so if you're familiar with the overworld layout and where things are, it will be kind of confusing what's happening. Okay. Alright, so now here we are at the flute, which we will need to enter Palace 6. We won't need to clear the River Devil, and you'll see why. So... now we go up and... we can get the heart container. And now we're in the cave. Gotta get the fire spell, which fire spell, I'm gonna call on it right now, spell of the year 2020. 2 doors in this house. No, everyone likes to say that the fire spell is useless, and I strongly disagree. So... well, that's true. So, there's a room in Palace 6. Unfortunately, this category, this category doesn't do some of the rooms where Fire Spell is very useful, but it does include one of them, and so I will do my best to show that off. Okay, refill my magic. Oh, shoot. Okay. So just cast Fairy to make that a little safer, because I have the magic. And then I have full magic here, so we have to get the spell, so we're going to go into this door, obviously. And now, suddenly, Old Kasuto. There are invisible enemies here, so... Alright. So you saw when I attacked them, the flying invisible enemies. And now we are getting the spell from Old Kasuto. It is the magic word, you should remember it. I need to queue up Fairy. Yes. You gotta respect the lore. Okay, this is pretty rare to make it through that without taking any damage, so you have to scroll the screen there or you soft lock in the ocean. Okay, and now getting the magic container. Queue up the spell. Alright, and then... That's the spell. That's probably the only use of the spell in this run. We're gonna get the magical key here. So scroll the screen again, or you soft lock in the ocean. And now we can go... We have to make one stop on our way to Palace 6. Alright, let's see if I can get some slinks. Okay, back spawn. I was a little late on that. And we got heart skips, so hooray. Yes. Very important to skip that. Use our flute to open Palace 6. Okay. So, got that jar, which is great. That means I'm definitely doing the fire strats in this palace. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and queue up fire right now. So, the magical key means we no longer have to ferry through doors. Okay, and then... Will I get the ceiling walk? No, I didn't. I jumped a little too late. It's a pixel-perfect trick to walk on the ceiling there. Alright. So, if you do that right, you don't actually have to stop in the room, but the Muse sometimes don't always cooperate. So, Fire Spell makes that room very fun. You definitely want to take out those unicorn heads in that room, though. And now we will see, coming up in the next room, we'll fight the wrong form of Rebo Shark. And by wrong form, I mean Rebenak. So this time he's actually riding a horse. Alright. Pretty decent fight. Diagonals, please. Everything I learned about key grabs I learned from Scorpion Max, so... Queuing up Fairy again. I'm not actually going to use jump on this because there's a manipulation if you don't stop moving to the right. In non-glitched categories, Barba always spawns in the rightmost pit. As you can see, that doesn't work for glitched categories, so... Yes, good. Double KO. Nope. That also means I'm down a life level for the rest of the game. Okay, so we got... Jump at the cloud, otherwise you'll fall through an invisible pit into the ocean, or river, or lake, or whatever that is. Oh, shoot. I just realized I forgot to get... I gotta go back there because I forgot to actually get the cross. So... Alright, so let's try fairy feeding again. Got it? Okay, no dice on the jar drop there. We'll have a couple more chances for a jar drop. So, doing things just slightly out of order from how I normally do, but it really shouldn't cost me any time doing it that way. So... Okay. Okay, we're in WizCon, the convention of Wizrobes. Alright, clean room, can I get the hot strat rail grind here? Nope. That skull bubble is a jerk. Okay, just gonna do that. Gonna cast jump here. There is an invisible pit here known in the community as the Canadian Hole. It was named by a Canadian runner because during a tournament, a bunch of Canadian runners fell down that pit, and so they claimed it as their own. Alright, so I do have fairy spell there. So I can actually ferry the cross now because of doing things out of order, so it might actually be faster. And now we are on our way to Great Palace. So everyone knows when you want to go to Great Palace, you come up and enter this cave. Good value death. And it's epic music time. So the up A was to refresh my lives. And basically, the entrance to Great Palace is the only place, or in Great Palace is the only place you can take a game over or do an up A and still retain the glitch state. So, which is convenient. Ideally, I won't need to take a death in this palace, but it's good to have the insurance just in case. I am down a life level from what I normally have, so things are going to hit a little bit harder. Oh, that was a bad jump on my part. Unicorn heads can be jerks, but if you do this... Okay, don't do this room this way. Alright, not bad. Jump, thank you. Okay. And... Oh, gonna stab the wall right here. What? There's a hole in the wall there, you can't see it. Okay. Alright. Oof. Okay. So if I die, that's not the worst thing, but I am gonna try to beat this on beep strats with without taking a death. So Beakula in the next room, the Bird Knight, could just decide to troll me, and okay, that was, I got lucky there with that fire pattern to get that skip. Okay. That's fine. Having full health is that'll be the only death, unless I really mess up ahead. Oh, and that time he cooperated really nicely. Queuing up the jump spell. Hole in the wall there. Oh. Okay. Alright, so watch out for King Bot. Okay, don't blink or you will miss the Thunderbird fight. Because that's how you're supposed to do this. All well and normal, and that was Thunderbird. So... Okay, and queue up the fire spell, because obviously. And time is on loss of control. Time.
A little early, I didn't like it.
Yeah. Still made estimate, even with that garbage start, so alright. That's been Zelda 2 100%. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of NES Block.